What's up, you guys? This is JYogo2 back with another video. And well, wow, that Sacramento Kings and Warriors series is arguably one of the best first round series we've seen in this entire in the last few decades. Really, to be honest, this was a great series by really both teams. For the Sacramento Kings, making it for the first time in the playoffs in over 2 decades, and really still imprinting the future for them. Because, well, when you think about it, you know, the Kings, this is their first year in the playoffs, and well, I think many of us knew that they lacked experience still, regardless. I mean, this team, despite that, they played better than most younger teams would play in the NBA. Most teams probably in situations like this may get swept, but the Kings took it to 7 games, and even in Game 6, won at Golden State, a very tough place to play on top of that. You know, De'Aaron Fox was very good in the series. Sabonis, I mean, you know, he had his great moments in this series. He wasn't the greatest player in the series for the Kings. Malik Monk definitely had his calling out party as well in this series. And of course, in the end, the guy who was still on top is Steph Curry. And in Game 7, of course, this guy just scored 50 points, made over 7 threes in this game. He had like 8 rebounds, 7 assists, I believe. He put up big numbers and he carried his team when second running mate Klay Thompson was having a bad game for the most part. I mean, he still carried this load. The Warriors. He actually played like a superstar, and well, this just adds on to the Curry's legacy. I mean, this game right here, 50 points, he scored the most in the Game 7 history on the road. On top of that, in an environment, you know, where, you know, this team, you know, the energy is very high because, as we all know, first time making the playoffs in over 2 decades, so it's a huge deal for them. And Curry comes out, you know, and he makes big plays. He makes decisions. Both teams really didn't turn over the ball that much in this game. I mean, this was just a great series overall. And, you know, the Warriors basically took over the game in the second half. And that's really where the collapse of the Sacramento Kings pretty much happened. I mean, they could not really generate any offense in the second half. I mean, De'Aaron Fox was struggling all game. Malik Monk was struggling all game. Sabonis had a good first half, but as you know, in the second half, he really didn't attempt much shots at all. I mean, things just did not go in Sacramento's favor, and for the Warriors, they just took advantage of that and they took over the game, and Curry pretty much turned on his magic. As I said before, this just goes to show you why experience really matters in these moments. The Warriors and Curry, he's been in way bigger situations than this, of course, as we all know. I mean, you know, he's literally blown a 3-1 lead. I mean, I hate to put it on the spot like that, but he's thrown a 3-1 league to the freaking Cavaliers of all teams. And of course, they lose that series, but that game was a huge game for them as well. So Curry's been in even bigger moments in his NBA career in the finals when it really truly mattered the most. So going up against the Sacramento Kings teams like this in the first round was really nothing. And shout out to Kevon Looney. I mean, this dude made the Kings look like little children out there, to be honest. I mean, he had so many offensive rebounds. He had like 23 rebounds in the entire game and like 13 offensive boards in the second half alone. I'm like, bro, it was crazy. Like, it was frustrating even watching it because I wanted the Kings to kind of win this game. I can't lie because, you know, the Warriors have been so dominant for long, but still, regardless, he literally got just about every offensive rebound in that game. And that's really why they won the game as well, because of his heroic performance in that third quarter, really helping the Warriors get second possessions and really making their shots on top of that. But he could crash the glass with Looney in this game at all, man. He dominated. And he's definitely, I would say, the co-MVP of this game because he helped Warriors in this moment when it really mattered the most. And shout out to him. And, you know, overall for De'Aaron Fox and the Sacramento Kings, this is really, in my opinion, though, for them just the beginning. You know, as I said before, they're a young team. They don't really have any experience. You can tell they were nervous, especially in the moments as they got bigger and bigger towards the end. And I believe that for them, this is going to be a really great lesson for them, going up against the best of the best, a very well-experienced team. And they're only going to come out better from this. You know, I think the Kings now, we may hopefully see a great, consistent future of them, especially with De'Aaron Fox leading this team. I mean, he won Clutch Player of the Year. He had a great year overall. This King team, they exceeded expectations that people didn't even imagine them getting to. You know, they were definitely a great team in this series, and many guys definitely played well for them, and this is just the beginning of a great journey for them. Now, as for the Warriors, now going up against the Lakers, this is going to be a very interesting series right here. I mean, the Lakers are a completely different team in comparison to the Sacramento Kings and what they were. This is going to be a really fun series to watch. I believe it can really go either way, but I think the Warriors can definitely win this series. And the Lakers, I mean, they don't have any home court advantage at all anyways. So, I mean, that's not going to be in their favor in this series as well. But for the Warriors and Steph Curry, man, his legacy is only getting bigger from here now. I mean, when his team truly needed him to come through, he came through. And that's what superstars are supposed to do. When everybody else is struggling, he got the ball, he was aggressive, and he did what he had to do to help this Warriors team win. So at the end of the day, it's only adding to Curry, and this is arguably one of his greatest playoff performances of all time. So, well, that's really the end. I mean, I can go on all about the analytics and all that stuff in this series, but really, that doesn't really matter now because it's over. And the Warriors won it, and now we have to see what happens when they play against the Lakers. But that's all I had to really say, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this brief video today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.